perennial.
Oh, yeah.
So I just want to make sure that people know. Give me an example of an annual.
An annual would be like a sun patient.
A sun patient is, or an impatient, is an annual.
Exactly.
You get them from the garden store, they're nice for a couple weeks, right?
Yep.
And then they're gone. This is a perennial, so next year, year after that, these are coming back.
Yeah.
You're getting the bare root plants, 3 of these, but these are daylilies that burst in terms of color.
Here's one of the colors that you can receive. You're going to get 3 different colors. The first one, the Sapelo Island, we're looking at those huge carmine red flowers. They have that white edging, that chartreuse throat. Look at the sheer number of flower buds next to it. So this is a daylily that is just unlike anything you see at your garden centers or your box stores. Flowers that are so much bigger, they're so much more bold. The Wausau Island, this is the second. You know, the series is called the Island Series, and the Wausau coral flowers with that bright carmine eye and that yellow throat. The edges are gently ruffled as well. And there's also a third flower color, which we'll see in the images in a little bit.
But these are versions of it, correct?
Yeah, these are
You're getting all of the colors.
You get all 3 colors. And Rick, the reason that daylilies are so beloved, I call them the backbone of the American garden, is because they're the easiest things you can grow.
The backbone of the American garden.
The backbone of the American garden, because they're so low maintenance. You plant it along hillsides, along the sides of roads, any areas of your garden or yard that are blank and bare, you plant daylilies and you fill it out with these beautiful plants. But our daylilies are much different than the ones you typically find.
Wow, so how tall are these going to get?
They get about 20 to 30 inches tall, so it's a really nice size. And you can see this is one example of one collection right here.
And you've got an example of kind of a regular daylily. And the difference between the Roberta's daylilies, again, because they've been bred to be bigger and to flower longer.
Yeah, so if you go to your box stores and you try to find a daylily, generally you'll find one of these little yellow guys. You know, the Stella Doros are the most common, and they flower for a couple weeks, but they're quite expensive. Maybe one would be about $10, so just for a little bit more, you can get these huge, big, bold, colorful
And they're still
flowers.
$11. So it's $11 a piece because you're getting 3 of these.
Exactly.
So that's just great. So again, the bang for the buck, they're getting, what'd you say, like 3 feet tall?
3 feet tall and wide. So it's a perfect plant to put, you know, just plant a ton of them. And once you get them in the ground, Mother Nature takes care of them.
Okay,
to handle anything.
When you say easy, we're going to show some shots here.
Yeah.
What about the width of these, Jeff?
Yeah, they get about 24 to 36 inches wide. So look at them along a border. Really and truly, Rick, if you have anywhere in your garden that's like a blank area, maybe it's rocky soil or red clay, and you can't get anything else to grow in it, whether it's intense sun, part sun, even shade, plant daylilies, and you will find that they are so easy to do, and you'll get blooms like that from this collection for up to 4 months every year.
And you know what I'm seeing in those shots? Those are great shots. I'm seeing the beauty and the movement of the greenery as well.
Absolutely.
That's kind of the co-star in this whole thing.
Exactly. It's this really lovely strap-like foliage. Oh, and here's the third color, the Jekyll Island. You can see how it has that kind of mauve petal with that really lovely golden fringe, ruffled fringe.
Right.
To die for. And Rick, the 3 varieties that you get in the collection, they're all considered re-bloomers. So they're going to flower twice as long as a typical daylily.
So they are. So we've used that in a graphic before. We didn't use it today. But technically, you could call them re-blooming daylilies.
Absolutely.
Right, because not all daylilies are reblooming, right?
Yep.
But
so these ones are.
So come on in. You're getting the bare roots, 1, 2, 3. You order right now, 800-500-7590. This is garden planning season.
And look at the 3 colors.
1,800 ordered this season. Here we go.
Look at those 3 colors. If we could just remove that Dubner so we can get a good look at the 3 different colors of daylilies that you'll have in this collection. They're bright, they're vivid. You're going to see them from across the garden. Other daylilies that you would find at your box stores are just kind of muted and they fall into the background. These are going to be the stars, yet they're so darn easy. You know, they handle any sort of conditions, heat, drought, you name it.
Stay tuned, by the way. Big hour. We're live right now. The Echinacea is coming up next.
Oh, yeah.
It's a rock star, so stay tuned. It's a live show right now, 800-500-7590. So I'm going to get them when it's time to plant them. You said the backbone. So these are layering as a frame for maybe ground cover up front.
Absolutely.
Mulch up front, grass up front.
But what's so great about them is they have such rich, dense growth that these act even as a ground cover. So wherever you plant them, you're going to be, eliminating the weeds in those areas. You can plant these in the worst soil conditions. Rocky soils, clay soils, they don't care. They're even winter hardy down to negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can grow them up in Maine and all the way down to like Miami, Florida, the entire country. And the daylilies in this collection, Rick, we work with these growers out off the coast of the Netherlands on a secret island, and that's why we're
Say what? Let's do that again. Say that again. What?
So we work with daylily breeders out over on the coast of the Netherlands. It's a secret island. All they do is breed daylilies. Every year we go there. We choose
island.
Yeah, I can't tell you the name of it. It's
No.
confidential information.
Before we go any further, let's plant one. Can we do that?
Let's do it.
Let's do that. So
It's
I'm going to
super
order.
easy.
How much sun should these get?
They love a full day of sun down to a half day of sun, so they're very versatile.
Okay, here we go.
So I have a nice container. You can plant it in a pot. You can plant it right in the ground.
I'm gonna dig a hole.
Dig a hole for me. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to help you.
I can do it. I can do it too.
Perfect, just like that. So we're going to take our daylily, nestle it down like that.
Leave the green part up.
Let's do a little tilted so they can see.
The green part, that's it?
Yep, just like that. You just planted it.
Wait, we're not done yet. I
Put a little bit of the time-release fertilizer, and now your daylilies are going to produce so many blooms over its long reblooming season. That's what we love about the daylilies. A cinch to grow, but high impact.
Even if Rick can do it, you can do it. By the way, speaking of, so this is the big guy. I've never seen the 16 cord here. What is this?